My name is Tamara Wilder, and I am a paleotechnologist, and we are here today to share with you about what I call a day in the life of a hunter-gatherer. So we're going to be exploring a whole bunch of different things during the course of the day about how hunter-gatherer people lived. We're going back to the oldest technologies, figuring out how to use your hands to make things. So you're going to be making a bead with the soapstone, and in order to make a bead out of something, what's the first thing we need to do? Yes?
You need to drill it.
Oh my God, I can take a look.
Absolutely. You can touch anything on the table. Just treat it like
Like all these rocks over here, touching it in. You can pick them up.
Oh, that's so cool.
Throw them around, don't throw them back up, just be careful.
Oh, I should put some indents on this one. That'd be cool. Just experiment.
So your sandstone is your abrasive stone. That's your sander, that's your grinder.
And tie it. And then you can also like untie it.
Oh, I did it.
Oh, cool.
Wait a second, it feels
Handy.
You have a chance to come up and look at the table right now, a few students at a time. Touch and feel the things on the table, and then in the back of your notebook you can make notes about what's on the table. Our earliest ancestors were the first scientists, and string is one of the oldest tools that our earliest ancestors figured out a really long time ago. When we take energy and we store it in a fiber that's strong enough to hold the energy, it twists around itself to make this thing called string. Everybody on the earth used to know how to make a piece of string. Good, as that you can feel all that energy binding in there, storing, because this twist is the result of those twists. So that's why you have to wait until this twist happens. Now you can start twisting towards me, and that's going to start spinning and wrapping them around each other, right? Roll your fingers. Beautiful. Very nice. That's called the reverse wrap twist. You all want to bring your hands closer to keep the Y shape. Pull evenly. And the energy should be flowing that direction, not out. So bring your hands even closer in. Keep that Y shape all the way until the very end, and then we're there. And then you're going to tie your overhand knot.
That is so dark.
It's fun because you're working with a team.
When you buy pine nuts in the store, they're like $25 a pound.
Let's take a shoe of the nut. Look, I see them now.
Because once you grind off both sides of your nut, you're going to take your little bamboo stick and you're going to poke out the nut meat that's on the inside.
Especially thinking about if you were an early human and this was your job, right?
Man, that would be awful.
This was your whole job, to grind these nuts so that you could get the meat out. Right, so 16 I think is the pine nut seeds, and then 26 is the rope.
Okay, so you need to make string and you need to make string,
What
right?
do we
So
write?
if you two want to
Anything
grab the strings, you can
that,
choose whichever
that
one you
stood out
want,
to you,
whichever
any
color,
you
and
learn.
get up and come on over here.
See your necklace. We are making a really cool necklace. A really good knot for being able to take it apart if you want to fix it later or add more beads is you do a double overhand. So make them parallel, bring them around, and just tie an overhand knot with both strings. And that's a really easy knot to put on. It won't fall apart, and it's really easy to take apart by just pushing it apart. And then you can play around with whatever kinds of knots that you want to make this happen. This all set up, so now I have my tinder bundle ready, and now we're going to try to make the fire. You can smell that smoke coming. So the smoke is telling us that it's happening. We can see the ember starting to form. And then we just have to see smoke coming from the pile of powder. And that will tell us that we have ignition.
Oh my gosh, that smells so good.
And now that powder ignited. And while I'm resting, this little ember is spreading through all of that powder. And I can lift it into my tinder bundle and I slide it together. I'm feeding it fuel, I'm feeding it oxygen.
Wow.
I'm holding it very carefully. There we go.
Tips of your fingers.
Yes. That's why you don't want to do this without knowing what you're doing, okay? Yeah. So we have our fire.
Yay.
Thank you.
Nice.
Oh.
You got both. That's right. Woohoo! Well done.
Yeah, right?
Remember, go all the way through.
Yes, sir.
Well, the 6th graders get to do this. So put your middle finger and your thumb through the loops. There you go. And then you gotta hook it on the end there. And then you swing forward and use your pincher fingers, yep, and grab it and push down a little. There you go, and it's locked. So now you step forward and throw it right there, and you want to be aiming right at the box when you're done. Nice!
Oh! Don't move, you're gonna get the next one.
higher.
Okay. How do you make it? So you set your string first. In one the notch. Finger on each. Yep. Good. On either side. In the notch? Yes, in the notch. Now it's loaded. Well, it's not loaded, but it's set. So don't point it at anything but the target or the ground. Don't put it all the way to the back so it's not touching the string, but right there. Perfect. And then aim. Oh yeah. And fire.
You did nice. Good. When you're spinning to the right, so learn how to throw your energy, okay? Good job. Practice a little bit.
Yep. That way.
We're going to take all 3 of these. And then we're walking this way. And this is 2 kinds of juke and 1 kind of pen.
I know we did this earlier, but then it's like, this is like 10 times bigger. Yeah.
No, I'm putting all my weight down. Like it's so weird.
Good job. Okay, so now. Yes, it was the fluffiest, it was thicker. So you guys start spinning towards the right this way. Good job. Good job. Spin as fast as you can.
Keep spinning.
Okay, now somebody comes down here and takes over the water skier. We shift everybody down one
Okay.
job. Take over the water skier.
Then I take over your
Yeah,
job.
exactly. Yeah, you're going to go down over there. And now we're going to freeze for 1 minute. Freeze. We're at the midway point. So we have enough energy here, so you guys need to not spin so fast. So slide your handles out of your spinner. And put your handle on the ground. And then just hold the spinner and make it go straight out from the rope. And then just twist it by hand now, okay? Yeah, so you're just picking up on the antler. And you see how it's making the triangles happen? It's those 2 angles, those 3 strings and 3 triangles that makes this work. And all we're doing is guiding, right? We're making that happen.
Geometry.
Excellent, excellent. So we keep the triangle going. Now we can take the antler away. You got to be on your knees. So you guys have to make that 3-sided triangle happen, right? So lower on this one. Good job. Do you see how it's exactly 3 of the strings that we did? Lower on your hand. This one's higher. Yeah. You see how it's 3? There's 1, 2, 3 triangle. Exactly what we were doing string making. Look at the rope locks together and the energy gets bound in there and it doesn't come apart. But now we're going to tie an overhand knot. It's all back and forth.
You want to be in
Yeah. And now we need you guys in a line on this side. Before you say goodbye, will you please give a big thank you to your parents that were here and your teacher? Give them a big round of applause for making this happen today.